Come on.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 3, season 4. Justin, we have just as many seasons of Monday Night Wars that we do Stranger Things seasons. Did you know that?
I don't know what Stranger Things is.
But we have more episodes than Stranger Things. We've got more episodes of this than some TV shows have.
Yeah, we do. You're right.
That's wild.
Why? How?
We need an Emmy.
No.
Hi, I'm Chad Talks, and joining me as always is the man who will win the Emmy for Best Supporting Actor in a Television Show. Jmack Gaming.
Supporting actor. Like, I don't edit, fucking record, make all the thumbnails, and do everything for myself. And you just come over and do this. I'm the support. Get the fuck out of here. That was disrespectful.
Oh, man. Is somebody mad he's not going to get Best Editor of an Emmy? Oh, you're going to hit me with a Mountain Dew bottle.
Company of the Year.
That's a Mountain Dew bottle. You posed as if this was video.
You came in my face. I don't even remember what this was anymore because you have thrown me off so much, Chad, that I don't remember. Also, I booked this match a while ago on my notes, and you know the build-up in the storyline has changed, but I ran with it anyway.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to be Triple H challenging Kurt Angle for his number 1 contender spot at Royal Rumble.
Okay.
And I think that's where we're going with that.
Okay, interesting.
Aja Kong here is Chad. She's here.
Aja Kong.
She's here.
Toshi Unimatsu.
Umatsu, Chad.
Yes.
And Aja Kong defeats her in 12-19 with a Uraken.
Yeah.
It was a great match, even though the pre-show workers, China has to be in every women's match if my ratings don't want to suffer.
Yeah.
But after the match, she calls out China. She says at the Royal Rumble, she's going to take that belt off her because she doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
She just came back and thinks she gets handed everything. And at the same time, I didn't change my arena. So
what was Aja Khan's new catchphrase?
She got one in Japan, so I don't know what the actual catchphrase is. Oh. They made it. So she says, I don't know. Huh? Imagine if... Turn your phone vibrate off.
My phone doesn't vibrate.
I keep hearing the group text go off. You go,
Hey, relax.
CM Punk and Steel, Chad, they say, well, you know what? You know, if Edge and Christian are going to go run off and go be newlyweds or whatever during the Rumble and not defend the belts, there should be some sort of tag team interim champions or something. And Punk can say, we're on the same page again. So we're calling out Dynamo. How about us two and the Dynamo 2? That tag match at the Royal Rumble. And the winners will be interim tag team champions until Edge and Christian come back from their wedding / honeymoon / love triangle or whatever the fuck they're doing. So, do they accept? Does Dynamo accept, Chad? Randy Orton beats Lenny Lane here, Chad.
Nice.
Randy Orton. He could be part of the Royal Rumble, or he could lose in the opening match at Royal Rumble and not be in the Rumble.
Correct. That is how that works.
Yes, it's gonna be insane, Chad. Randy Orton's got a good history, track record in the Rumble. Can he win it this year? Christian Cage and Lexi Fife, Chad. They're planning the wedding.
Oh, mwah. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white.
They're actually having their wedding in a hockey rink because Christian is Canadian.
Here comes the bride. Look at that goalie's net.
I'm firing Buff Bagwell, man. He blew out his eardrum because Kishi rubbed his big fat butt in Buff's face so hard and viciously that it blew out his eardrum.
Buff Bagwell sucks. Has great chemistry, though.
Yeah, this match could have done a little bit better, but an injury kind of fucked it here. Kishi, 90, though. It's a big win.
Kishi's shown in this match.
Yeah. Thanks, Lenny Lane's dad, Stan. And Kishi says, you see that? You hear what I did? Oh, Buffy, you can't hear what I did because I blew your eardrum out. But you see that? That's just the beginning. I'm a former WWF World Heavyweight Champion, and I get no damn respect.
Yeah, for 2 months. Relax. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, still World Heavyweight Champion at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if you look at the match record, you look at his win-loss stat sheet, the only loss you see on Brock Lesnar's name is next to my name. I'm the only one that's beaten Brock Lesnar, regardless of the stipulations and the environment and the surroundings and anything that led into it. I'm the one that beat the streak. And at the Royal Rumble, I'm going to enter, and I'm going to throw every single man and woman or child or grandfather, grandmother, Bob Orton, Tim Hortons. It doesn't matter.
Bob Orton, Tim Hortons.
I'm walking into the Rumble, and I'm beating Brock Lesnar, and I'm proving to everyone that that wasn't a fluke at SummerSlam. And I'm the most dominant big man in professional wrestling.
Ooh.
Chad Collier comes out and he says, Sean, maybe I don't want to wait. Maybe I don't want to wait until the Royal Rumble, Sean. I'm Chad the Rat Collier, and I want to match with you tonight. And Sean says, you know what? I would love to step into the ring tonight with you, Chad Collier, but not in a singles match, a tag match, Chad. He says, I have a man backstage that I would love to team with. So, Chad, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. We're going to go to commercial break, and I want you to go find a partner.
Oh, there's already a line lined up. People want to wrestle with.
So, Chad, who do you want to be your partner?
Who do I want to be my partner?
Yeah.
Well, if there was a way I could genetically clone myself, that would be the first
But
option.
you can't. So who's the second?
I can't. I'll tell you who I don't want it to be.
Okay.
I don't want it to be that disgusting big rig fig.
Okay. So, anyone else that you would want it to be?
As long as it's not him and it can't physically be me, I don't care.
Okay. Well, Chad comes back out and he says, you know what, Sean? I found one man that might be better than me. Maybe not in the ring. Not in the ring, but in the grand scheme of things, I found the wrestling god.
Oh.
JBL.
The Rat and the God.
And they come out, the Rat Gods.
The Rat Gods.
And Sean Daivari says, well, let me introduce you to my tag team partner. And then comes the Big Rig Fig.
Oh, boo.
So we get this match right here, Chad. A 76. Chad Collier. They lose, though. And Sean Daivari pins Chad Collier with a magic carpet ride. A big win for the...
You see how the little bottom part that says Chad Collier carried the match in terms of her performance?
Yeah.
That is his kick.
We were watching Chad Collier matches before we started recording today. And Chad loves him.
He's what's not to love?
Sean,
this fuck, that's for sure.
Sean Stasiak is in the ring. He's looking at himself in the mirror. What this fuck? What do you mean? He's the mecca of manhood. He's the genetic.
But he's not an immortal gentleman.
He's better. He's better, man. He's the immortal fucking freak. He's the Freakzilla, Sean Stasiak.
Freakzilla.
And he's what did I do? I don't remember. All I know is he's too busy distracted by looking at himself that he doesn't notice the man coming into the ring to fight him.
Ooh.
And that's you know what? I don't remember why. I fucked up the promos.
Shane McMahon.
PJ Black.
Shane McMahon, do you know who the guy who's going to sneak up and fight me is?
I don't. Fuck off. It's Dean Malenko. Why did that? I fucked that up.
It was Dean Malenko wearing an elaborate Shane McMahon disguise.
I think it was PJ Black was like watching that segment. Like, look at this freak. Look at this disgusting human. Look at that guy's body. It's disgusting. And then he's like, send someone out there to beat him up.
Oh.
And then Dean Malenko goes out, and Stasiak beats him in 17:43 with a Falcon Arrow. A big win for Stasiak. But after the match, Chad, Nick Gage runs in the ring and stabs Sean Stasiak.
Oh, God.
With a fork.
With a fork.
And Danielson and Malenko have to hold Nick Gage back. He's a absolute lunatic right now.
Why does he not like Sean Stasiak?
He doesn't like anybody.
It's fair. Doesn't even like Malenko and Brian.
He's acting like Butch. Like Pete Dunne on SmackDown. He's just a wild man.
A wild boy.
We move on to our main event. It's Triple H, Kurt Angle. The former gimmick was if Triple H can beat Kurt Angle, he will take his spot at the Royal Rumble. He got a 97. It was a time limit draw, though, Chad. Ooh. A 20-minute time limit draw. We had no more time in the show, and that was how we ended it. We went off air as this match it never finished. So Triple H didn't get the win. Kurt Angle still can't beat Triple H. Wow. And that's how we end it.
That's how we end it. 95.
95, Chad.
95.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Maybe one time.
We'll see.
Maybe I'm just ready to get to the Rumble. I don't even want to do next week's Raw. I just want to go. I just want to go straight to the Rumble. And I might, to be honest. I might.
You might cancel Raw.
I might cancel Raw. We might have a Charlie Brown's Christmas kind of episode where we just skip Raw next week. But then you still got to do Nitro, so there's no point. So we'll finish the show. We'll see if you Nitro. Can Chad beat a 95 for once?
I will.
I hope. God, I just want you to have some kind of faith in your company.
All right, everybody. We are here for Nitro. I don't know. I almost said Thunder.
Yeah, I don't know why you got really confused there, buddy.
We are here for Nitro, and got a pretty good show lined up. I think we have an interesting main event. Interesting main event.
Do you think you can beat me?
I know. I don't think this will be. I didn't say that. I don't think we'll beat a 95 this week. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get right into it. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Who knows? Because Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels are here, Justin, and they are hyping up their singles match, Jericho versus Michaels. And Jericho, he's like, you know what, Shawn? I've been thinking it's Cyber Sunday. The fans have to vote on something. And I don't want a gimmick match with you, Shawn. I want to face you one-on-one in a singles match, the match that we should have had the first time with no tricks. So then I had to think, well, what are the fans voting for? Is it a special guest referee? No, I don't really want that either. I thought, so then I come to you, Shawn, and I have thought of two possible things that happen on the outcome of the match. Shawn, the loser of the match will shave their head. That's stipulation number one that the fans could vote for. Stipulation number two, Shawn Michaels. The loser of the match has to wear a dress for 1 month.
Okay.
That's stipulation number two. And Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels says, Chris, I'll cut you off right there, all right? I have my own personal idea for a stipulation number three. And this one, Chris, I find very interesting because, Chris, earlier this year when you were the world champion, you had a gimmick for a man that I have a great deal of respect for, my friend Mick Foley, who's wrestling for another company. But the outcome was the loser of that. If Mick Foley lost, he had to be your personal assistant. And Jericho, I think you need to eat your own words because that's what I'm bringing to the table. If the fans vote for my option, then one of us will have to be the other person's personal assistant for 1 calendar month. So we just added some stipulations to their Cyber Sunday match. Justin.
There you go.
Which one are you hoping for?
Number one.
Loser shaves their head.
Yeah, because you can't force number two in the game. Right. Number three we've seen already. So give me something I haven't.
Give you. Well, you have seen a hair versus hair match. You've seen Chris Kanyon and Raven.
More recently,
True.
I've seen the assistant angle, and I don't want to see that again because that happened last year.
True. We have here, Justin. We've got a singles match: the Gentleman Chase Tatum versus Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan was ringside. Chase Tatum and Scott Hall, they didn't click. Made for an awkward bout.
And I know we're 2 weeks in right now, right?
Yeah.
And he had a great end of the year. He might be the biggest bust already.
And then after that, Hulk Hogan and Chase Tatum, they have a pose that they're doing dual poses to celebrate their big win. So there's that. Justin, we have Bret Hart and Taz. Now remember, I remember last week Bret Hart and Samoa Joe both wrestled submissions matches.
Yeah.
This week they're going to both wrestle steel cage matches. And Bret Hart, he's putting over his upcoming match. And Taz shows up and he says, Bret, last week you made me tap out in this ring. All right, and everyone was saying, everybody's been making fun of me all week for it. So no, I don't know who you're wrestling for in a steel cage match tonight, but quite frankly, Bret, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna make sure after I get back my win in the steel cage tonight against you, you're not gonna make it to Samoa Joe at the pay-per-view. So we get Bret versus Taz in the steel cage match tonight, Justin. Mm-hmm. Who is Samoa Joe going to wrestle in the steel cage match?
Who did you wrestle last week?
He wrestled Mike Awesome, I believe.
And he's probably going to wrestle Bam Bam Bigelow or something.
Interesting. We got Taz versus Bret Hart, and about that superb wrestling and great heat. Bret Hart defeated Taz in a cage match with a sharpshooter.
This poor fucking guy. Taking 2 losses back to back.
To the world champion.
True.
We have here Justin Lita versus Beth Phoenix. And remember, the winner of this match was going to be #1 contender. I had the game decide, and Beth Phoenix defeated Lita with the Beth Valley Driver.
Beth and Debbie again?
Yeah, guess so. We got Dave Batista versus Brian Knobbs, and about that didn't have much heat, but Ted Wrestling. Dave Batista defeated Brian Knobbs with a set-out powerbomb.
What Dave Batista get, Chad?
He got a 37.
He's getting there.
He's getting there.
You got to put him over like Brett.
Oh, Brian Knobbs. Justin, we are backstage. Mike Awesome is talking about how we just put pen to paper for a new contract for WCW. They were impressed with his showing from last week. And Bob Orton Jr. is backstage, and he's also trying to find work because he no longer works for WWF. So he's also trying to find work. And Mike Awesome is so mad that Bob Orton, crashed his celebration that Mike Awesome hits him with an awesome bomb.
Good, that's what he gets.
Beat up Bob Orton Jr. And we've got Debbie Malenko, who this was supposed to happen after the match, but
Mike also
wanted to beat up Bob Orton instead. Debbie Malenko, she comes down to the ring and she, tells Beth Phoenix, "Good luck," and Lita, "You suck. I don't know what to tell you."
Chad's lost his storylines. You don't know what he's doing.
Well, I randomized it, so I had to have both of them here in case whoever won, right?
Fair.
So. We've got Chuck Palumbo.
Ain't no fucking way Chuck Palumbo won.
We got Chuck Palumbo versus Devon Dudley. And in a decent match, Chuck Palumbo defeated Devon Dudley with a torture rack.
Devon sucks.
And he got a 45.
Yeah, so that's not great.
And then after that match, Fit Finlay and Chuck Palumbo, they are calling out the Dudley boys. And they go, with our big tag team match coming up, that we need to have something the fans can vote on too, and we know what we want. You see, we already know you guys are going to come at us, and you're going to try to challenge us to a match at your wheelhouse. So we're already going to let the fans be able to vote for a tables match, because of course you guys are, tables are your thing, right? It's because you eat at them a lot, because you're a little on the hefty side.
Okay.
But we were trying to think what could be. So what could we add in? Something that's different, something that's unique, something that the fans would want to see. And we decided we've got 2. One is in Fit Finley's wheelhouse, a shillelagh on a pole match. Shillelaghs everywhere. The only weapons who are legal will be a shillelagh. And my match, me, Chuck Palumbo, we're going to have ourselves a biker brawl. A biker's brawl match. So Dustin, you can vote.
What the fuck is that?
A biker's brawl match.
Okay, explain it.
Yeah, that's how he said. He was like, "We bikers, we love 2 things. We like drinking beer and getting into brawls." And that's why if a biker's brawl match wins, we're going to be fighting in my favorite bar, and we're going to get ourselves into a good old-fashioned fight.
Okay, there you go. See? Yep. I like that.
Yep.
Nice save.
So, Justin, what do you think wins, the tables match, a shillelagh on a pole match, or a biker's brawl?
I mean, probably a biker's brawl.
Is that the one you would want?
No.
Or do you want shillelagh on a pole?
No, I want the biker's brawl.
Yeah, you don't want shillelagh? Because we've seen Dudley boys wrestle tables matches.
Yeah. We've never seen like an outside bar brawl.
Yeah.
Kind of match. No parking lot brawls.
No, just in a bar, just having a big old brawl.
There you go.
I got 96, by the way. And... All right, and Samoa Joe, he just said he didn't really care about.
Stop checking your phone.
He said he didn't really care about who. It was my brother, actually. He said, answer it. All right, I'll pause this real quick.
Nope, I got it.
You got it.
Yep.
Hey, what up, brother?
I mean, leave.
What's up?
Take the phone call.
Right now I'm at Justin's place.
He can still hear you. Like, go outside or go on the porch.
Do I have your shoes?
Go on the porch. Go on the porch.
Not on me, correct?
Samoa Joe defeats Ahmed Johnson in a cage match in 1450. He got a 92. Samoa Joe, a dominant superstar. And in your main event tonight, Chris Jericho needed a partner. Shawn Michaels, he's got the click. Who better to partner and team up with Chris Jericho Then the TV champion Perry Saturn in a very good match. Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash, their experience as being a tag team duo, the Click, they get the job done. They defeat Chris Jericho and Perry Saturn in 15-27 when Shawn Michaels pins Perry Saturn with a sweet chin music. He got a 97 even with Shawn Michaels off of his game. That's the end of the show. He got a 94. Chad is going to be very upset with that number right there.
What happened?
Your main event got a 97.
Oh, hell yeah.
But your show only got a 94.
What was the main event again? Oh, it was the tag team match. Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash versus Chris Jericho and his friend Perry Saturn, the television champion.
That's what I said.
Got a 97.
That's
I put this for steal the show.
It almost did. Shawn Michaels was off his game because there was probably too much pressure to steal the show. But a 94, one off from a 95.
Yeah.
It's all right. A great show. The best of 2002, but just not good enough yet.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe defeated Ahmed as well.
Oh, I didn't get to explain that match. So Samoa Joe, he wanted...
We'll see you for SmackDown.
And we are here on SmackDown. We are on the road to the Royal Rumble.
These are the go-homes, by the way.
Oh, these are the go-homes, by the way.
Chad decided to be late today, so we are canceling next week's shows.
I'm okay with it.
I'm gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
I don't really have any choice at this point.
I mean, to be fair, you said off camera 2 days ago that you could, that you could skip that we had to.
I said I wanted to. I didn't want to.
I wanted to. I didn't want to.
Well, I wanted to, but I wasn't going to.
Oh well. Nonetheless, here we are.
But here we are.
Listen, this just means that you have less time to have to wait.
That's not what I want to do. I want to tell the proper story going into it.
Well.
Fucking goofball.
Think how this feels. I have almost no build to Cyber Sunday.
No. Zero. What the fuck you're doing? Right, let's get into this.
Let's get into it.
Pissed off. Let's go. Let's start the show. We start. I gotta mute that. How do I? There we go. We start off with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's backstage. We start off with Rocket and Foley coming out, and Foley's he's in crutches, Chad.
Yeah.
So you got a percussive ankle stretch last week in his match, and he comes out and he tells the crowd, unfortunately, people can see that Mick Foley is not good. Mick Foley's in a cast.
He's not having a nice day.
He's not having a nice day. He's in crutches.
Yeah.
As his ankle's fucked, and unfortunately, that he has to withdraw. He's not medically cleared for the Royal Rumble, Chad. Oh. So that means that match will now be a singles match. It'll be Austin and Rock at the Royal Rumble for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, God. Well, this is shot.
This feud's over. This pay-per-view is
God, Rock
fucked.
Stone Cold? Ugh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is fucked.
Good luck competing with Samoa Joe Bret Hart.
So that's this segment. Unfortunately, I was hoping for a triple threat match. Maybe that happens down the line. Maybe we get that triple threat at Elimination.
How hurt is Mick Foley?
21 days.
Okay, so even skipping a week wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. He's just out. He's out for Rumble.
I'd have felt bad if you had to skip the week because I was late. Well, Mick would have been back in time.
The time would still go, right? We would still do it on the week 4. Nothing would change injury-wise.
I guess that's true, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
We start off tonight with Team Slaughter taking on the PG-13, Chad. A historic feud here. As C.W. Anderson and Johnny Storm, 2 members of the Royal Rumble, taking on Wolfie D and JC Ice. And they get a big win over PG-13, Chad. What?
Good.
What do you mean, C.W. Anderson then grabs the mic and he says, people aren't looking at us as Royal Rumble favorites. We look online, you look at the Vegas odds, and we're not even listed. Me and Johnny Storm are getting basically blackballed from the Royal Rumble, even though we're in it. But let me tell you something right here. I'm a member of the famous Arn Anderson family. And Johnny Storm, he's better than Lance Storm, and that's pretty good. What?
All right.
We're gonna come in there.
Oh,
Johnny Storm has won more matches in the last year than Lance Storm has. All right, fuck you.
Come in there.
They're gonna get in there. We're gonna get in the ring. We're gonna go in the Rumble, and we're gonna win. One of us is going to main event WrestleMania.
Is that what the W in CW Anderson stands for?
Is that your phone?
WrestleMania.
Turn it off.
What?
Your phone just went off. Unprofessionalism.
Oh, well, ignore it.
Ignore it, he says. Rhino comes in and he defeats King Ayakea in 11:34 with a pile driver, Chad. A big win for Rhino.
Remember when I had Prince Ayakea?
And then he gets in the ring and he grabs the microphone and he says, John Cena,
You a bitch.
you're not doing anything at the Royal Rumble. I'm the fucking man beast. I haven't lost a singles match in a year and a half. I checked. I looked at the record. He was 20-2 last year in 2001. Only losses were Battle Royals.
Wow.
He has not lost in a while. This is how you build up someone to get a title match, not Six, who hasn't won a singles match at all. John Cena, I'm on one of the most dominant streaks in professional wrestling right now. And at the Royal Rumble, I think it's my time to finally showcase my talents in the main stage when I whoop your ass, take that United States Championship off you, and win the Royal Rumble later in the night.
Ooh.
We move on. The boys are backstage. Scott Steiner. Mopey. And Booker T.
Shad.
He's not sad, but he's like me Friday night. Just down bad.
Scott Steiner getting a mopey gimmick.
Booker T says snap out of it.
More like
and
Scott Weiner.
Ric Flair says, Scott, walk in here. Woo! And it's the Hoochie Mamas in the back. Ooh. And he says, hell yeah.
The Hoochie Mamas.
And he picks one Hoochie Mama on both arms. And he flexes with a Hoochie Mama on him. There we go. Scott Steiner, he's back, baby. We move on. A 4-on-4 Cruiserweight Showcase match here, Chad. Aguila, Caprice Coleman, Chris Sabin and Dragon Kid taking on Elix Skipper, Hayabusa, Jack Evans, and La Parka.
La Parka.
La Parka defeats Caprice Coleman in 11:44 with a Sky Twister press. Chad.
Interesting.
A big win.
Unmasked.
Yeah, that happened. And then after the match, Laparca says he grabs the microphone, Chad. Laparca getting promo time here, Chad, on SmackDown.
Nice.
He says, I heard a little rumor, a little birdie told me that Caprice Coleman was going to work Jamie Noble at the Royal Rumble. Caprice Coleman, I just pinned you here. Maybe I should work Jamie Noble. Jamie Noble, give me what I deserve. I just want a match. That's good enough in WCW to get a cruiserweight match. You better be damn good enough to get a match here. Jamie Noble, is he going to accept at the Royal Rumble, Chad? Jeff Jarrett, all this happens with me thinking there was going to be a SmackDown next week, but no, alas, there's not. Jeff Jarrett comes out, and he's in a match, Chad. He's taking on DDP.
Oh.
Jeff Jarrett getting another win, making himself look good for the Royal Rumble. Chad, does Jeff Jarrett win the Rumble?
You know what?
Does he have a shot? I should start asking.
He has a shot.
Because not everyone in the Rumble has a shot. We know that.
No, exactly.
Like Chad Collier's in it. He doesn't have a shot.
Well, let's not get too carried away here.
John Cena's here, Chad. Oh. And he says, you know what, Rhino, I see myself a lot in you. You know, a young, up-and-coming, scrappy little bitch.
From the streets of Detroit.
The streets of Detroit. You wear a big D on your chest. That must stand for dick.
Yeah, he's got a big dick.
But Royal Rumble, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'll see you there, Rhino. Your hometown, where you grew up in ECW.
Oh, okay.
What?
I was like, his hometown. He's from Detroit.
You know what I meant. Your home. Your
old stomping
your
grounds.
old stomping grounds. The ECW arena. Hammerstein Ballroom. That's in New York, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to whoop your ass. Latin Lover's backstage, and he draws his number, Chad, in the little ball roulette thing. And he looks at it, and he's pissed off.
Oh.
Chris Daniels walks in. He grabs his number, and he looks at it, and he's really happy. And then looks at Latin Lovers like he's cheating on a test and laughs at Latin Lover.
Ha!
Little loser, you're not going to win the Rumble with that number. And Latin Lover slaps Chris Daniels. He said, you want to do something about it? And they go in the ring, and they fight in a wrestling match in our co-main event. Ooh, an 87.
Nice. Well, you know what? I take back my chuckle.
Latin Lover defeats Chris Daniels in 16-14 with a La Casita.
Wow.
Big win for Latin Lover. He's on a roll lately.
Imagine like 1997, they were like, Justin, you're going to main event a show one day with Latin Lover and Christopher Daniels.
And then you would have said, who's Latin Lover? And you also would have said, well, I'm not losing Chris Daniels. We move on. Our main event angle right here. Rene Dupree says, you know what? The Royal Rumble, where people of all nationalities all come together and they rumble in the royalness. And I, right here, he's slapping his international championship. Wow. He says, hi, you know what? Someone come out here and fight me for it tonight. Because we all know I'm going to win the Royal Rumble, and I'm going to main event WrestleMania and beat Stone Cold Steve Austin. And you know who comes out, Chad?
Who comes out?
CMLL legend.
Oh.
Silver King.
Wow.
And he wins in 18 with a Dupree driver. Forgot to put the bell on the line.
This is the
here.
main event?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet God.
I got great chemistry.
Oh, good.
And that's how we end the show at 86.
Oh, my God. What was Nitro? Or what was Raw this week?
95.
95.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about Raw. Raw does this thing every week.
Sweet Jiminy Crickets.
All right. I just needed a good show. I don't want to... It's fine. We don't need a main event.
Deprived Latin lover Daniel's a main event for this?
I thought it would be better.
That's fair.
Silver King's really over in America.
Yeah.
So I thought... better than a 75. But I gotta understand that the luchador style just doesn't work well with SmackDown right now.
Exactly.
You see Latin Lover not doing great. Yeah. Well, he's doing great, but like...
And, Justin, we are here with Thunder. Justin.
What?
Is this the show that wins the week?
No.
Well...
You gotta beat like a 95.
There's only one way to find out, Justin. And we're just going to start. And we're going to start off with a tag team match, Justin. We're not just starting with a promo. Okay. That's been done. We're doing a tag team match. We're getting the world's greatest tag team versus Team Canada. And in a decent match, Team Canada defeats world's greatest tag team when Bobby Roode pinned Shelton Benjamin with a rude awakening. This got a 68, Justin.
World's greatest tag team, 0-2.
0-2.
Let's get a win before you call yourself that, boys.
We are back. We are in the ring. Team Canada. Eric Young, Bobby Roode, Lance Storm, and Don Callis are all here. And Don Callis and Bobby Roode are hyping up their big tag team cruiserweight match against the Hardy Boys. And Matt and Jeff Hardy, they just decided to come in and Matt and Jeff were like, I think it's only fair since it's Cyber Sunday, we add something to the ballot, something that we think the fans can vote on, all right? And people have stipulations, people have opponents, but I have an idea, Matt. And Matt's like, oh yeah, what's the idea? He said, we're taking on Team Canada, but you can go online and vote for what two members we're facing at the pay-per-view. So Justin, you can go online. Which one of these Team Canada members are they going to vote for to face the Hardy Boys? Because here's the thing. The Hardy Boys are really popular. The fans could try to, who knows what they try? They could try to rig the deck against Team Canada.
Yeah.
We're not in Canada for Cyber Sunday.
No, we're not.
We are in America.
Yes.
Yes, so who knows? But we've raised the stakes once again, Justin.
I guess.
And we have here a United States Championship match. Chris Benoit versus Val Venus. Chris Benoit sustained a damaged shoulder, but it's okay. He can work through it. And about that good wrestling and distraction from the crowd.
He might not be able to.
Chris Benoit defeated Val Venus with a diving headbutt.
He gets hurt so bad that Val
Venus wins the belt.
That's why you can't have 84 title matches like that. Poor Benoit might not be able to work Cyber Sunday.
After the match,
Shannon Moore.
After the match, Shannon Moore, well, he was like, you know what, Chris Benoit, I wanted to welcome you to Thunder. You're called the biggest pickup from Thunder, and that's fun. That's all dandy. But listen, you can't just come here and rest on your laurels like you did the other company, because here on the other brand on Nitro, and Shannon Moore basically tells Chris Benoit, I am interested in what you're saying. If you say you've beaten everybody, well, you haven't beaten me yet. So
how is Shannon Moore getting every title shot available?
Shannon Moore wants
world champ, television champ, not U.S. champ.
He wants to wrestle Chris Benoit.
Yeah, so does everyone. He's wrestled the whole company.
Yeah, but he's the one he's man enough to come down here and challenge. But he might not now. He has a damaged shoulder, so we'll have to see. Rey Mysterio is backstage, and Rey Mysterio is hyping up Cyber Sunday. He's doing one final plea. He says, listen, this Sunday is the pay-per-view, and you fans have always had my back. You've always been in my corner. All right? Every time I come down to this ring, I see kids wearing my masks. I've said how much you all mean to me, and at Cyber Sunday, it's time that all the Rey Mysterio fans come out in droves and vote for me to defeat Minoru Suzuki and win the Universal Championship. I know I can do it, and with all of you behind me, anything's possible. And Justin, we have Juventud Guerrera versus Owen Hart.
Okay.
And about that Super Wrestling Great Heat, Juventud defeated Owen Hart with a
That's a
450
banger
splash.
match.
Yeah, 86. Sting is here with his 100 promo. He says, at Cyber Sunday, don't vote for Rey Mysterio. And don't vote for Steven Regal. At Cyber Sunday, you need to vote for me, the Icon Sting. I am the measuring stick of WCW. It doesn't get more WCW than me. I'm the icon. And there's nothing I love more than coming out here and entertaining all of you fans. And listen, everyone's telling me, I've been hearing it for the last three or 4 years, Sting's getting older. You know, how many more big matches does Sting have left? And who knows? All right, but I'll tell you this. Until I am in this ring dead, no one will be able to stop me from doing my thing. And I'm going to prove to everybody who doubts the Icon Sting, I'm going to show you all that I am still Showtime. If I'm voted into this title match against Minoru Suzuki, I will win. And I will become Universal Champion. We got Six versus the Great Sasuke, and it is match Six defeats Great Sasuke with a tombstone.
His first single win in 22 months.
Look at that. The number one contender.
Believable contender to me.
Yeah. Low D comes down the ring with his Cruiserweight Championship belt, and he's like, Six, congratulations. You won your first match in, I think, 3 years. Wow, I'm so impressed, and I can't wait to wrestle you at Cyber Sunday. You don't have any of your Click friends around, so it's literally just going to be you versus me, Six, and I can't wait to spank that ass.
What?
That's what Lodi said.
What?
Yeah, you heard him.
Why?
Steven Regal is backstage and he says, hello there, everyone. Now listen, I'm not going to come out here and try to pander to all the fans, all right? It's clear based on all the Sting face paints and the Rey Mysterio masks in the crowd. I'm losing in that department, but what I do have is something that those two don't. And that is the killer instinct, the aggressiveness that is needed to defeat Minoru Suzuki, because that man, Minoru Suzuki, is a violent bugger. But listen here, when I say this, I'm meaner, I'm nastier, I have no problem getting into a fight. I've been fighting my whole life. I grew up in Blackpool, England. It doesn't get more violent than Blackpool. It's a place where I had to literally from a young age fight for everything I wanted, and I'm going to continue to fight. Win, lose, or draw from this fan pool, it doesn't really quite bloody matter, because at the end of the day, this is what I'm promising you. It may not be Sunday, it may not be a week from Sunday, but at some point, I will be undeniable, and I will win the WCW Universal Championship. And if you fans vote for me, I will be very appreciative. Minoru Suzuki, if you'll get in the ring with me, you will be in for the fight of your bloody life. And our main event. Oh, Sting dislocated his jaw. Oh no, and about that Superb Wrestling a Great Heat, Rey Mysterio, Sting, and Steven Regal. Ray pinned Regal with a springboard hurricanrana. Sting dislocated his jaw. So.
What a rough fucking thunder this was.
Yeah, not great.
This might be worse than fucking SmackDown.
After the match, Minoru Suzuki comes out and he shit talks all three of them. He says, Sting, you just dislocated your jaw. You might not even be in the running. Rey Mysterio and Steven Regal, I can both beat you blindfolded, so I'm not really too worried about who faces me for the title.
Is there a third backup? Is there a backup for Sting?
I don't believe so. 87.
Hey, you squeaked one out on SmackDown. But you didn't win the week, so...
That's okay. I beat SmackDown. That's all that matters.
No, it doesn't.
We will see you guys for the Rumble and Cyber Sunday.